What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. In the last Draft to Glory, we won. And the episode 1, we won. So I'm expecting a resounding loss here today. Thank you guys for being here with Draft to Glory. If you enjoy Draft to Glory and this Draft to Glory episode 3, then leave a thumbs up on the video. It would be very much appreciated. I am going to take the 4-3-2-1. I haven't used it yet this year. I have a feeling it could be a really strong formation. And to start with our captain, some good choices there. De Bruyne obviously would be amazing. I think we're going to go for that Luis Suarez. I think we're going to take him and we're just going to try our best to do bits with him. 6 foot, high medium, 4-star weak foot. Insane in-game stats. His physicals are great. His dribbling and his shooting is great. His curve is great. His acceleration is very good as well. So he'll feel fast, which is very nice. And then in at the right wing spot, I guess we go with Iago Aspas. Soft links to Suarez, so good for chemistry there. You know, if we can get a Lionel Messi somewhere down the line, that would be even better. And then on the left wing, I have got to take in-form Eden Hazard. Kind of now wish I took Kevin De Bruyne because he would obviously strong link. But this Eden Hazard card was immense for us in the last draft, actually, where we won it. He was great for us. And he has got on him the, is that the Hunter Chem style? Yeah, the Hunter Chem style, so pace and shooting on Eden Hazard. So that is a really good start for a La Liga / Premier League draft theme. Well, at least it's out of the way now. That's actually not too bad. And we can take Punchin. We can pop him in there. He soft links to Hazard, which is great for Eden Hazard. And we can move on to the next pick. Now, Santi Cazorla is obviously a strong link to Aspas, which is great news. And he has 5-star, 5-star. And he has really nice passing and dribbling, but no stamina. But Aaron Ramsey could be good because if we can get Gareth Bale, he will offer a link to Gareth Bale. I know I probably could have taken Wijnaldum there as well. I went with Aaron Ramsey. I feel like it was the right choice. And we will also go with Adrian Silva. Not really interested. Mark Noble, obviously strong links to Punchin, but I'm not really interested. We'll take Granero. We'll get a Spanish link in there. We'll swap those two around. It's pretty good for chemistry. Pops us up to 49 chemistry, although my attack so far is looking fantastic. My midfield is looking diabolical. We're going to have to improve that midfield pretty quickly. I think I'm going to have to take Ryan Bertrand. You know, it's just a smart choice. It's just a smart choice. I don't want to use Ryan Bertrand. I mean, actually, he's got a pretty good chem style to boost up some of the important stats for a defender. Obviously, as we know, pace isn't the be-all, end-all, but I need to start getting away from these common cards. I don't know how Koulibaly fits in here. I have to take him. I know he doesn't fit with any of my players yet. Ooh. But now he does. Now we take Benatia and we go for a Calcio A defense. And we just kind of blend the midfield however we best can. Oh, that is fantastic. Antonio Valencia is very good. I know Hugo Mayo is perfect for this. Good stand and slide tackle. Decent ball control. I've got to take this Valencia card. You guys probably think I'm crazy at this point with what I've done and how I've taken these players. And you'd be right. You would be right. I'm going to take Edison here as well. You'd be right. This is a mess of a team so far. Let's get into the reserves and see what we can do by way of changing this midfield and attack. I suppose we could take Oyarzabal. Not a card that I want to use, but definitely fits in terms of chemistry up to Suarez and linking into the Spanish midfielder. We also get Riyad Mahrez. Now, if we take Mahrez, we're literally 2 players away from going Premier League pretty much everywhere except in the back line. So I think just for that reason, I know Gylfi would probably be better instead of Punchin. I'm going to take Riyad Mahrez and hope that we can kind of develop into a full Prem squad. That's kind of going to be the aim now, and we'll use Luis Suarez as a super sub. Dybala actually fits in very, very well. He goes up there, gives a strong link to Benatia, gets a strong link from Benatia, of course, and it's quite a good card. If we can get like Cancelo, it's throwing Banega down my throat. That's like the 4th time in a row we've seen him. See now, Arnautovic has got to be the one, hasn't it? Like Neymar is the best player in this game to some degree. He's insane, and he'd be great in the squad, but we can't link him with anyone. Arnautovic goes up front, gives us great chem, and Arnautovic is a smart choice there. You know, he's just the smart choice. It's not the one that I wanted to take. He was just the smart choice. That's what we had to go and do. Bernardo Silva comes out, Leighton Baines. Hisaj is a great addition because he now goes in at right back. Now we swap those two around. It doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference. It's either going to be Benatia on 4 or Koulibaly on 4. Either way doesn't make much of a difference. If we put Valencia in there, hey, that still doesn't make much of a difference, but it gives the goalkeeper some chemistry, and Koulibaly drops down a little bit. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Wait, if we actually put Benatia in, does that up the chemistry a little bit? No. So we'll stick with Koulibaly for the time being. I really do need, like, if we can get a Calcio A goalkeeper, a lot of problems are solved. At least a good one. I mean, I'll take Sidigu because he can potentially aid us massively. Popping Benatia in there now. We actually lose chemistry. Oh, that's Suarez, that's why. Yeah, we gain chemistry. We're up to 95 chem. I'm still going to need a better midfielder, but we've got some good subs now where I can actually bring Arnautovic down into the centre of the park and put Suarez on as a striker when needs be. Next pick. Ashley Young is almost definitely better than Ryan Bertrand. Juan Fran doesn't work because we moved away from La Liga. I guess we take Ashley Young. I mean, we don't gain or lose chemistry for him, but he's just a better card than Ryan Bertrand. Better defense. He is a worse card than Ryan Bertrand. Wow. I thought it was, at first glance, I thought it was better stats there. Abate. We could use Abate at left back. He just doesn't fit. And Saldi only gets a soft link, so doesn't really help either. Hernandez doesn't link to anyone. But that's a good card. And Asamoah doesn't get a strong link either. Everyone's got good merits here. Everyone's got good merits here. I'm going to take Hernandez. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Right, now we've got some good choices. Kante is a beast for us. And we're going to pop him in there. Like so. If we swap him around, no chem boost. We're going to now put Hernandez in at left back. And that's a much, much better setup. Kante on chem, Hazard on chem, Aaron Ramsey off chem. Dybala and the centre-back off chem. So hopefully we can get a good Premier League centre-mid here to really just change up this back line, this mid-line, should I say. We get Idrissa Gueye, who going there gives us big things. Well, because he gets that soft link to Koulibaly. That's actually fantastic. I wonder if now I use Antonio Valencia. That is a tough one. I mean, we've built a pretty cool squad here after a lot of struggles. Let's get into our last pick. There's not really much that's going to change the outlook of the team. We'll take Marcus Rashford just because he's a good sub to have. Now, we've actually got some great substitutes. The only question here is, do we start with Valencia off chem? Although Koulibaly is full chem now because of Idrissa Gueye. I think I like this team the best. This is probably the best setup that we can put together here. I could get like full chem, but it would be worse players. The attack is great, and then we've got Rashford, Dybala, and Suarez to bring on as subs. The midfield is now very good with Idrissa Gueye, Kante, and Aaron Ramsey. The backline is really strong. The goalkeeper is a bit of a weak spot, but it's not the end of the world. And then obviously Suarez on for Arnautovic, Dybala on for Mahrez, Rashford on potentially for Ramsey or Idrissa Gueye if we need goals. That is going to be the squad. Let's see if we can get a manager to complete this team. 97, 98 with the Italian manager, 97, 97 and 98 with the La Liga manager. We're gonna give the goalkeeper, or the Benatia, should I say, the boost. It's not a bad squad, guys. It's not a bad squad at all. Obviously, we've won our first 2 drafts in a row. There's no pressure now to win the draft because I've made so much profit already from Draft to Glory, which is probably going to end up making me lose because there's no pressure to win. But that, guys, is the squad. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against doesn't have the greatest chemistry. Only only an 83 rated team, I suppose, right now. That's quite good. He's got some fast players, Rashford, Muriel and Adama up front, Boateng, Nengolan, and Saul. I believe, was that Saul or was that Koke in the left centre mid? I can't really see too well. But this wasn't the most difficult game for me. We got the first opportunity here with Riyad Mahrez, and I tell you something, guys. The attack. I don't know if it was the formation or the attack. By the way, how has that gone in? It is rolled under the goalkeeper there, so quite a nice finish from Mahrez. The attack in general was fantastic. I really enjoyed specifically Eden Hazard. And also Arnautovic, or as Zwiebek would call him, Arnautovic. Mahrez scored a few goals. I think he got 3 or 4 in the course of the entire draft. But for me, Hazard was just the man. You know, you could just feel like, I know there's a lot of discussion right now around pace and how it's not important. I think 2 things are happening with pace right now. And for you guys, it'd be important to check this. The first thing that I think is happening is that in your settings, it has defaulted to analog sprint on and you want to turn it off. So that's the first thing. Go and check your settings. And if analog sprint is on, go and turn it off and you will immediately feel a difference with running, sprinting with your fast players. The way analog sprint works is essentially how hard and often you press the right trigger in is how they'll sprint. Like if you just hold it a little bit, they'll sprint a little bit. If you just hold it in once, they'll sprint once. And it gives a weird dynamic to how sprinting works. If you turn it off, they just run at full sprint. The other thing that I think a lot of people don't know or understand or have utilised is that there are 2 methods when you've got the possession of the ball to utilise the pace of somebody. The first method is just double tapping the right trigger constantly. It will like knock it on a little bit and then run into it, and you'll definitely utilise your player's pace a lot more in those instances. And there's a few examples here that we'll see throughout this draft where I'll be able to show you that. The other alternative is to use a right analog stick like in previous years. You just tap the right analog stick forwards, they'll push it forwards and then sprint onto it. And so although EA have definitely balanced pace a lot more, and you'll see here as I actually didn't quite get away with a Hazard there, but when a player is actually sprinting away without the ball, you can really tell the effects of pace. And so with Eden Hazard, with how good his dribbling is, the fact that his ball control is very good, with the fact that his agility and balance are very good, his pace, acceleration, sprint speed are very good, that's where you get to sit there and say, okay, you can really feel the benefits of Eden Hazard's pace. You really can. And with how good his finishing is, and the fact that he's 4-star, and the fact that I don't know, I can't explain anymore just how incredible Eden Hazard was. I wasn't overly impressed with Mahrez. It's funny because he actually scored, like I say, he scored 3 or 4 goals throughout the course of the whole draft, but he just wasn't impressive. Like, he got on the ball every now and then. He had a lot of goal-scoring opportunities that were failed. He get easily bullied and pushed off the ball, which I didn't particularly like. Arnautovic, however, was fantastic. He scored some good goals for me. For a guy who doesn't excel in any area in terms of his stats, he was just great. Let me get him up on Footbin actually, because I do think he's a well-balanced player as we go into the semi-final. I think he's a well-balanced player, but I don't think, like I say, he just doesn't excel in any stat. He's got low agility and balance. He's got low reactions, which is something that I personally like, in this game. He's got relatively low stamina. His finishing isn't the greatest. His long shots aren't the greatest. Like, he's only got a few stats, 80 or higher. What he has that works well for him, though, is he's 6'4". He has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. And I don't know if he has any traits. Let me have a look at his traits. So he has flair and backs into player. But he just seems to be in the right place at the right time all the time. There he is again, scoring a goal to make it 2-1 for me in the current game that you're watching. So he picks up a good goal there. We then get Eden Hazard, plays the ball into Arnautovic. Arnautovic threads that back through to Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard lays it off to Mahrez, who would have missed that had it not deflected off of Marcelo. And that, again, is just, for me, that was where I was like, oh, God, this Mahrez card really isn't doing good things for me. Here we get another goal, though. Kante into Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard finds a little bit of space. Lovely little drag back once. Plays the ball back into Kante. Finds a return. And there's that timed finesse off the post. And it was Dybala on for Mahrez, who managed to head home the rebound to make it 4-1. So overall, guys, I thought the 4-3-2-1 was a really good formation. Definitely a viable formation again. You know, last year, it wasn't really a good formation. FIFA 17, it was definitely a good formation. But FIFA 18, it didn't really seem to be that effective. It didn't seem to work very well. And then we've got the final squad here, guys. The 4-3-2-1 squad there in front of your very eyes. 94 chem, 85 rated. Generally speaking, a really good team. Coutinho is great in the game this year. My opponent actually made a huge mistake. He threw it out. Arnautovic picks it up, hits that left foot shot, and a good finish past the goalkeeper there, because I've missed those before. I'm sure you guys have missed them before as well, but I've missed those goals before. So we go 1-0 up in the final, and that soon became 2-0. Lovely time finesse shot from the top of the box there from Aaron Ramsey. So a good finish to make it 2-0, and that soon became 3-0 on the half-hour mark as well. Eden Hazard lays it back into Kante, Kante into Ramsey. Ramsey's got a little bit of time on the ball, finds a pass into Eden Hazard, hits him with the stop and turn, tried to shoot myself, ends up rebounding back to Eden Hazard, who was first to the ball. Those reactions coming in very nicely to play there to make it 3-0. At 3-1, we rejoin the play, and this is brilliant from Hazard. He steps into the space, a time finesse shot. What a goal that was from the top of the box, right past that lunging, I think, Keylor Navas in goal. And here we see the pace. Look at how quick I am compared to Coutinho chasing me. You can't tell me that defenders are catching up with attackers if you're utilising the pace attributes and the pace techniques correctly, because I've sprinted all the way through, around and past Coutinho there, who's not slow. You know, that is an on-the-ball Hazard versus an off-the-ball Coutinho, and Coutinho has 89 acceleration and 75 sprint speed with 81 total pace. If pace was broken, Coutinho would have caught up to Hazard like it was nobody's business. But he didn't, due to the fact that I was utilising the sprint boost. I kept double tapping that right trigger, popping it in and running onto it, and it just really made all the difference. So we're at 6-3 up in the final here. 10 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go. Arnautovic here chips the ball into Kante, who gets the shot across the keeper, shoots and scores to make it 7-3, and that is how the game ended. So a 10-goal thriller in the final, another draft win. We are now 3 wins from 3 drafts in Draft to Glory. Let's go and see what we can get in our packs and if we can pick up any more big players. I will be right back. So guys, Draft to Glory continues with some fantastic FIFA. We ended up winning the draft. Eden Hazard is just so good in this game. Some of those finesse shots that he scored were fantastic. I was very impressed with Arnautovic as well, or as Way would say, Arnautovic. I don't even know. A little bit disappointed in Mahrez. Didn't really feel him in the game all that much. I thought the midfield was fantastic. The defense was fantastic. I don't know if it's me playing good. Maybe I've just figured this game out better than other people, a bit quicker, or if it's the teams that I'm building, or it's just some of the, the game mechanics that I'm utilizing. But I'm 12-0 in draft, and I would never have expected that. And I'm 12-0 with a dominant set of performances. 87% pass accuracy on average, 57% possession on average, 3.42 goals scored per game on average. Absolutely insane. Let us claim our rewards after a 4-1, 4-3, 4-2, and 7-3. Victory in the final. What do we get? We got this last episode and packed in form Ben Yedder, but this is again one of the worst rewards. I just want a good reward. Premium gold pack, here we go. Can we get a ones to watch today? Yeah or nah? We get a rare gold right mid. It's going to be Rigoni. Not really too interested in Rigoni all that much. This is not a bad pack. We'll get some coins back off of that. Let's send Rigoni up to the trade pass, send these guys into the club. And now we've got our 2 rare gold packs. If we could just even get anything usable or sellable or anything like that, it would be great. We get ourselves no board in the first one. It's going to be a right back. It's going to be Odriozola. I already have him in the club, so he's not all that much use to me. And there's no real good players that are like 80 or lower rated that are going to be worth anything. Yeah, I mean, 3,000 coin unlock is very nice. That's a massive boost to our our finances there from this draft. And it was the final pack that we got Ben Yedder in last time. Can we get something in the rare gold pack this time, or is it going to be a dud SBC? It's no board walkout. It's no board. I mean, it's like, this is why this is the worst reward. I said it so much last year because we got this reward so much last year, but I've won the draft. It's the brand new game of FIFA, and it's just, look at this pack. A 75 rated, a 76 rated, and a 77 rated is my reward in one of the packs for winning the draft. I'm sorry, EA, this is not good enough. It's just not good enough. However, we continue on. We'll be back with another Draft to Glory in the next couple of days. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more FIFA 19 content. For now, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.